What's going on, guys? It's Powerbang here doing the first ever war recap for WHF2. So I'm chilling over in their clan right now, just kind of doing the recap stuff, and I've noticed that they almost put up a perfect war. This is only their 5th war together. They've been around for about a week and a half. Incredible progress so far, guys. This is a group of individuals that was collected almost entirely off of the YouTube channel. So we've got a few guys down there helping them out from WHF, and you know, things couldn't be going better right now. So 100 to 67, 100 stars in a 35-man war. That is an impressive accomplishment. They took care of all but one of the Town Hall 10s, getting at least 2 stars on them. The number 5 base there eluded them. They did 3-star number 4, and then the rest of the bases, as you can see, were 3-starred. So excellent job, WHF2. You guys have been super impressive. What I'd like to do is go ahead and start from the bottom up. Let's go through some raids here. Quite a few to go through because the quality of these attacks is just awesome. So we got Truffle Shuffle coming in here. A couple hogs on the lure, going to take out this mortar and then head in with 1 hog here. Trips that giant bomb, gets the lure. Excellent job getting a 2-for-1 there. So drops his distraction troops and then the clan castle behind. He's just got the 2 witches like the standard CC kill. Drops a few wizards behind to go ahead and take out that dragon. He gets the dragon to lock onto some skeletons and his Barb King, and then once that happens, he's going to go ahead and take that dragon out with the witches, or the wizards, excuse me. So then the hogs come in from the top. He drops just a couple hogs on that top building there to clear the bomb pathing, and then he's going to go ahead and send the hogs around the base and keep them up in heals. And then he's just going to go ahead and send in some backside balloons here to take out these defenses. Very nice touch on the back end balloons. Probably could have been a little bit more patient on them, just so the air defenses in the core could have gone down. Like about right now, you could have sent them. But you know, it's all good. He trips all. I mean, look at all those air traps at the bottom. Holy cow! So he doesn't get the mortar. You know, the lunes, great touch. I'm really happy to see that. You know, it didn't go as well as you probably thought you might have it go. But more than enough firepower to wreck this base. Awesome job. We're going to fast forward through the cleanup. But one thing that I really like seeing, Truffle, is, you know, the thought process behind the raid. You know, bringing those loons to get those exposed buildings and helping out, you know, with pathing and that kind of stuff. So nice job. We're going to actually check out another raid from you right now. 6-star Warman. Nice work. You're doing huge stuff over there. So here is another base. As you can see, he's got 3 air defenses in the core and a lot of exposed defenses up top. So he brings 10 balloons with him, and he goes ahead and just drops in, looks like 6 balloons into that top compartment. They're going to go ahead and take out 2 of these point defenses and then move in to collapse on that wizard tower. And then he trails a couple hogs here to make sure that he gets the lure if there's any air troops in that clan castle. So it looks like it's a bunch of archers and wizards. At this point, he's going to go ahead, anchor over on that builder hut on the left. The troops are going to come out. Normal stuff here. Distraction goes down. A couple witches. And then the Barb King. And then he's basically got like a semi-surgical hog here. 4-finger drop coming in on the bottom towers. And he goes ahead and just drops the 2 heals. And then he's got the one for the core where the Teslas are. Boom, just like so. And then back in balloons timed just perfectly so that the those buildings go down on the sides. He does miss the cannon on the left, but I mean, look at how many hogs he has left. Did he lose any? I mean, holy crap. You see he's got wizards that he's kept in the bag, has dropped them all over the base to help clean up. Textbook raid, Truffle. I mean, this is unbelievable stuff for Town Hall 8. Nice work, man. Fast forwarding through the cleanup. 3 stars for the good guys. Nice work, man. Absolutely killing it at the Town Hall 8 level. Really happy to see that. All right, so moving into the Town Hall 9 stuff, guys. We're going to go ahead and take a look first at number 27. This is Ness, and she absolutely crushes this base with a lune. One thing that I want to point out that is a little bit different from this raid compared to past lune raids is the addition of the poison spell. So watch her placement of the poison spell as the clan castle starts to empty. As soon as she breaks into this wall here to let that golem in, the clan castle is going to start coming out. That poison spell is going to go down, and it's going to basically have the front edge of that spell where the troops will stop. So they're in this spell dying the whole time. Check that out. coming out of the clan castle, and not one of them's getting off a single shot. The only thing left are wizards. Those wizards are guaranteed to die in a level 1 poison spell, but it doesn't really matter if they die or not because they're the only targets there. The Archer Queen's going to come straight in, pop both of them, you know, good night, that's it. They come in, clear out that compartment, no problem, get the air defense, they take care of the Queen, and here come the hounds into that first air defense. Perfect rage goes down. It's going to get all of these balloons as they come into those first point defenses. And they just like smash this compartment and head into the air defenses there. So the Queen is locked onto the Teslas now. She's going to help take those out. And she's actually going to live through this raid, it looks like. Secondary hounds come into the next air defenses, and balloons are basically sitting in rage right behind them, taking everything out. Even getting the storages in the middle of this compartment because of the way they're placed right next to those defenses. So awesome job making the cleanup process really good. Look at how many balloons. Did she lose a balloon? I mean, seriously, you guys are absolutely crushing these bases. All of her balloons left standing with 5 back-end balloons coming in after the raid was well in hand. I mean, you literally needed about, I don't know, 30 or 40 camp space less than you took. 2 of your hounds, no, all 3 of your hounds, it looked like, are still alive. Oh my god. This is an absolute massacre. Unbelievable raid. I mean, nice job, Ness. The only thing I can say is, I guess, send your hounds in a little sooner if you're going to destroy a base this badly. That way you get some to pop for your cleanup. But what are you going to do, man? That's awesome stuff. So we're going to take a look at number 25 next. This is by Yoda2. And Yoda's going to come at the general here. One thing that I liked here is he drops the golem, and then notice the minions come down to create that right side of the funnel there. He's out of range of all air stuff, so very nice work. Funnel gets created. The Archer Queen goes down in the middle. Wall breakers open everything up. And then, you know, level 1 Archer Queen in there, obviously not a huge threat, but at the same time, you do want to take her out because if she gets loose on balloons, they're going to go down anyways. Again, pay attention to the poison spell, guys. Completely destroys the archers. The only thing left at that point are the wizards, and the Archer Queen takes them out in her first 2 shots. So she gets in, clears that compartment out. The king helps to clear that out. They hop the wall, take out the first air defense. And notice the Queen here. That jump spell gets her to the second air defense. She takes it down no problem. And at this point, a couple hounds come in to the third air defense, and he's got targeted balloons coming from all sides here, from behind the air sweeper in the core. And he's got 2 more hounds still in the bag for 1 air defense. I mean, it's over, guys. I mean, this is unreal. So I'm just going to fast forward it at this point. Sends in the hounds to the last defenses here. He drops his last hound on a level 5 archer tower or something. Completely wrecks the base. It is done. Saves some wizards for cleanup. That's a nice touch. Yoda, awesome raid. Keep it up, man. You're going to see another Yoda raid here in just a moment. 6-star war for him as well. Very, very proud to see all the 6 stars, guys. There was literally, I don't even know how many, but 8 or 9 people, I think, 6-starred this war, and that is going to win you guys a lot of wars. So, Mr. Noob coming in here with this, the Shattered Golem entry here to head towards the core, and you'll notice he doesn't come straight at the Queen because he doesn't necessarily care. He's rocking the redheads. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's got 11 Valkyries that he's going to drop in here. Gets a little trash cleared with one of them, drops the jump spell. They're going to redirect. In come the rest of the redheads, and they're off to the races here, guys. He's going to drop in a rage spell and a heal spell along with a lightning spell on the clan castle. The Valkyries actually make the jump all the way to the core. Very impressive there. Drops the rage, wipes the town hall. It looks like in 1 shot here. As soon as they get on it, they're still not on it. They're just hitting a few of them with splash damage. But anyways, it goes down real quick, and they're actually standing in rage to work through that wall. They 1-shot the level 7 wall, move into the back compartment, take out the sweeper, get the air defense. It's over at this point. There's no air defense left, and the Queen has taken out the air defense on the backside. He's got backside loons coming in, completely crushes the base. Tons of balloons left over. He's got some skilly traps picking at him. The Queen's going to go ahead, chase them down, and take care of them. And the Queen does a great job in cleanup now. I mean, the AI changes have really helped her as a cleanup troop. Kind of made her a little bit ridiculous on the entry. But the cleanup portion of the raid, she's doing a fantastic job. So I got to give Supercell that. It just makes the entry, like getting that Queen kill or getting an air defense or 2 down, It's a lot more difficult now, I will say that. So here's the Nemean Lion. He's going to come in with a shattered entry from the bottom of the base. His goal here is to get 2 air defenses. The key to this raid is that bottom air defense on the right side next to the queen platform. That one's a given just because of the angle he's coming at. That's going to go down. Now watch how clever he is with his jump spell here. The queen hops the wall, and she's going to hop again probably before she engages. As soon as the archer tower and the cannon go down here, they start to move in. She comes over closer, so she's in range now of the archer queen. So some wizards are going to be there. They're going to target her. Archer queen locks on. She's down. But check out how the jump spell there is leading everything to that left compartment instead of across to the right and in. So as soon as that CC goes down, it finally does. The queen takes out the air sweeper. She takes out the wall here to get through. She's going to go ahead, use her ability, and gets a little bit lucky. Goes past the Tesla, takes out the air defense. I mean, holy crap, queen. Doing some really smart things these days. So anyways, he gets 2 air defenses on the entry. That pretty much seals the deal. As long as he doesn't, pass out here, he's golden. Lots of air skeletons pop out on the hounds. That's where you want them. They basically are stuck to that hound, and they're not going to go anywhere. So that's going to give the balloons free reign to do whatever. He just drops in a backside hound here and then comes with a bunch of backside balloons to kind of collapse on everything. Check the rage placement here on the second group of loons. Very nicely done. He's going to go ahead, take out a few buildings, kind of join them together in that rage. They take out the last air defense, and that is that. So we'll go ahead, fast forward the rest of this. Nemean Lion completely crushes his base. Very nice work. Gets his final archer down for cleanup, and the rest is history. Plenty of pups, plenty of balloons, and another 3-star for the good guys. What are you gonna say? All right, moving on up. Number 21, another attack by Yoda. Really like this one as well. He's gonna go ahead, come at this base. It looks like the queen is exposed, so it looks like it's Suicide King is going to be in order at this point. So he's waiting for her to circle around. I'll fast forward through that. She gets to the outside, drops the king. He does land on a giant bomb, but that's not going to hurt him too bad. He takes out the queen, no problem. Drops a couple whizzies behind to get some clearing done. No big deal. He sends in a cold-blooded entry, creates the right side of his funnel there on that army camp with the wizards. Beautifully done. The queen's in the middle. Now check that huge funnel out. Drops the poison spell on the clan castle troops, so watch them just completely melt. Misses a couple wizards, but again, guys, it does not matter. The wizards will die eventually, but if they're the only thing to target, I mean, you're in good shape. That archer queen's going to go in and pop them. It's when they had like 15 archers in front of them and your queen's shooting an archer and an archer and an archer and then finally shoots the wizards. That wizard's gotten off, 3 or 4 blasts in the meantime and has done some serious damage. So the queen goes in, takes out the air defense. She's going to get the, looks like the air sweeper as well. And then the balloons and the hounds are headed in. Beautiful rage goes in. What I like on this particular raid is how he has dropped the loons on that left side, so they're going to target that wizard tower. And that's huge because you don't want to leave the first tower in a Laloon raid. You don't want to forget it and kind of skip past it. If they don't path there, they have to come all the way back at the end, and that's just never good. So they get the expo in the core. Beautiful raid. She's still got 2 hounds up. One of them's going to pop here. The other one is going to get locked onto here very shortly. It's going to go down at this point, but the last hound has come into the last air defense from the backside. A backside loon takes out the last defense up there, and that is that. So the balloons split. They're into cleanup at this point. Very nice raid, Yoda. 6-star war for you, man. Congrats. You're doing great things, and it is noticed. Nice work. Awesome. Number 17 at this point. We're moving up the list, guys. Moving up the list to the grand finale. I think you guys are going to like it. This is going to be Daniel coming at this base. Again with the Laloon. He's opted for 6 wizards here rather than the traditional 4. Saves a couple for cleanup, I believe, and also help with the funneling and the entry here. So drops a jump spell to get the golem in. Once that funnel is created, the queen is just going to follow it up. But again, guys, look at the poison spell. That is just overpowered as hell. Anyways, King goes in. He's going to go ahead, knock around those wizards. It's the only thing that he can target is the wizards because all the archers just melted. So Queen's there, takes out the storage. She's going to go ahead, get inside there, use the ability, knock out the air defense. There's only 3 remaining for 4 hounds, so this base is pretty much done. He just drops in a few hounds to start, targeting that first level 6 air defense, and then look at the deployment here on the balloons. Just completely perfect in the arc. Next hound comes into the second air defense, and again, balloons completely perfect. And he's going to just sweep through this base. He's got all of it deployed at this point, and he's trying to destroy the buildings on the outside to push his balloons through the core. As soon as they get those sweepers down, the rest is going to be history. He's going to drop the rage here, I think, to go ahead and help everything along. There it goes. The sweepers are down. The last hound goes in to tank the last portion of the base. Good timing on that. Here comes the remainder of the balloons, and he gets a little unlucky and does not have any of these balloons path to that wizard tower, so it's getting beat on the whole time. You know, that's just luck. It happens. You can't always plan for it, but that is why it's nice to save a couple balloons for the backside, especially when you see a wizard tower is the last thing in the ring, because the last thing you want is all these balloons bunched up. What if they were all bunched up here? You might have lost them all. So that could have been crucial to clean up, but luckily he's got 172,000 pups still alive. They're going to finish this base off with no issue at all, and that's going to be another 3-star for the good guys. Nice work, Daniel. 6-star war for you, and you are coming up to WHF for a war. Excited to play with you, man. Number 16, this is an attack by Bigler. Bigler is down from the main clan, helping out. This is the first attack of the war, gets him off on a great start here. Goes ahead and does a king swap here for the queen. Just a little suicide king action, taking her out. And then on the other side of the base goes with a shattered entry, and he's basically got a great spread on his golems there. They're getting the lure done. A funnel's created behind, and check out the poison spell, guys. Troops just jump into it, melt away. The wizards have come and stood in it, and the wall is opened up here, and then the wizards are going to lock on and finish off the enemy clan castle. Jump spell goes down, and once that jump spell is down, in are going to come the Valkyries. They jump the wall. Well, they start to anyways. They're going to clear out this drill first. They jump the wall. Heal spell goes down. That heal could have been a lot further up, Bigler. Extended into the core a little bit more. You could have covered the bomb position that's over there. The Valkyries take a little bit of a trip here onto the enemy Barb King. Luckily, they come back to the storage, and then they're going to redirect finally to the jump spell and get into the core. Once they're in the core, they've got just 3 more air defenses to worry about. The heal spell goes down. The rage goes down. Here they go, off to the races. Boom, everything down. One-shots all around. The defenses are pretty much done at this point. Just waiting on a couple last air defenses. He knows they're going down, so in come the balloons from the side, and you're going to see him trickle in back end balloons from all around. He targets most of them to the cannons. Try to target the air targeting defenses first, like that archer tower on top. It looked like you were a little bit late getting that second balloon there, and then that Tesla up there. I know it was the first attack, so you didn't know where everything was, but try to be patient and make sure you're picking off the air targeting stuff first. That way you have your balloons left over for cleanup. He's still got Valkyries up. They're doing some work still. The queen is super queen when it comes to cleanup these days, so she just mows right through the base here. No big deal. The Valkyries are doing work. 3 stars for the good guys, Bigler. Way to get it started on the right foot. Love to see that early on in wars, guys coming out and just smashing bases right off the bat. Kind of lets you know where you stand when you're on the other side looking at that. So here's an attack by Lima Bean. He comes at this with the lune. Very, very nice effort. Does not have the Dark Spell Factory up yet, so he's just got the traditional spells here. No poison. No big deal, but air defense is kind of condensed in the core. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, get this going. Drops the golem, breaks in right behind it. Funnel gets created here. There's not a whole lot of buildings up to that left side, so no real risk of everything straying. The clan castle heads out. There is a witch here, so he's got a lightning spell. He's going to drop the lightning spell, does take out the witch with that last bolt there, and then everything comes in. The queen's going to go ahead, use her ability, take out one of the Teslas, and then pop the air defense. So 3 air defenses left. In come the hounds. Very nice job on those top 2 balloons, again targeting that first defense. Could have even probably got the mortar too with 1 balloon. nitpicking here a little bit, but no big deal. In comes the next hound, taking that second air defense on. Another of his hound buddies come in behind, takes its place when it goes down to the air mines. The sweepers are doing a little bit of work in there, but he's got plenty of back-end balloons at this point. They're all sneaking in, collapsing on everything. The rages in that core did a great job of helping those balloons move through. And again, he's got a bunch of balloons bunched up for that last wizard tower. Plenty to power through, though, and get these last few defenses. The back-end loon comes for the cannon and the mortar, and also tanks a little bit for the main group. They go ahead, take out the town hall, and the storage is up there. Enough pups are left over to go ahead, get the cleanup done, and that is going to be the 3-star. Nice work, Lima Bean. Glad to have you aboard, man. All right, what do we got next? Looks like number 12. This is an attack by Chase. This is one of my favorite attacks of the war, not only because it was funny, but because the thought that went into it. Let's pause it for a second. Check the army composition, guys. He's got a golem in the clan castle, so he's rolling with 1 golem, 3 hounds. He brought 8 hogs in place of a 4th or 5th tank, really. And then he dropped a few balloons to make room for a few extra hogs. Now watch what he does with those hogs once we get going here. So we've got a parallel, like a perfect square for air defenses inside this base. He's going to go ahead, drop the cold-blooded entry. Level 30 queen here, so that's no joke, guys. Nothing to mess around with there. She can do some serious damage. She's just chilling, though. Takes out a wizard. The wall breakers go ahead, open up the compartment. She's going to lock onto that golem there. Here comes the poison spell to take out this clan castle. Watch that in action. Boom. Everything just melts. At this point, the king switches targets to the queen, gets her down, and then the archer queen takes out the remainder of the clan castle, and then the archer tower. Check this out, though. In come the hogs. She goes ahead, uses her ability to direct them over to the right side. In comes a rage spell and a heal spell. And he gets those hogs through all of those defenses over there and takes out a second air defense, and then has 3 hounds remaining for the 2 air defenses on the left side of the base. So unbelievable job planning this and wiping out that whole right half of the base. 13 balloons still left in the bag, and he just sneaks them in behind the hounds here. There's just not enough left to really give him a threat. Drops back in balloons on the top and the bottom, and is just taking out these buildings that are focused on the hounds in the core. Very nice work. Last hound's in there tanking the air defense, and the rest is history, guys. The defenses are done here, so they're spread out amongst the base. So even if that wizard tower does, end up taking out a few of his balloons, it's not going to be a big deal. This is the funny part that I'm talking about. Genius jump spell here. Not a ground troop in sight, but you know what? We're going to drop it anyway because we forgot to on the entry. So why the hell not? Jump spell goes down. Chase, you're the MVP here for that spell and that spell alone. Gets that last hound to pop. Crucial cleanup pups. Very, very nice. Lots of cleanup to do here still, but as the buildings go down, they start to group up, and you're going to see the wave of pups head to the bottom of this base to go take out those last few buildings. Nice work, Chase. 3 stars for the good guys. Nice jump spell. Don't do that again. All right. Next raid here, we're going to look at number 11. This is one by Zero Gravity. Zero Gravity also had a 6-star war, and I believe he might have had 5. I don't remember if he had 6 or not, but I think he did. Anyways, 2 golems here, shattered entry. He's going to bring the 1 hog in there. I love it when the defenses are distracted and there's no more point defense. You just drop in that single hog, and they take out a defense for you. It's such a great trade. Nice thinking there. Good heads-up play. So the wall is open down there on the cannon. In go the witches, and check out the poison spell. I just can't get over this spell, guys. Any light CC, any tier 1 troops in there, they're pointless. They just come out and die. And with the fact that everybody gets at least 1 dark spell slot, there's no reason not to bring one. I mean, if you don't use the dark spell for the CC, for example, if they have a dragon or balloons or something like that, save that poison spell for the skeletons that inevitably are going to be on your loons or hogs at the end of the raid. It will kill them. So that is how you can, get around, not using the poison in the beginning. I swear it's worth it. Anyways, surgical hogs come in from around this base. Wonderful job. Great deployment. The queen and the king are still up, and they're tanking. I mean, how great is that? Hogs roll through in heals. Look at all the hogs. This is our 21 attacking their 11 and just absolutely smashes it. Turns around, takes out the skeletons. That's going to be that. The enemy Barb Kings dealing with the Witchers and Wizards in the core. That's it, guys. 3 stars. Very nicely done, Zero Graph. Glad to have you up in WHF2. You also were pulled up to play with us for a war. Happy to have you. So, that is almost it, guys. We're going to look at one more Town Hall 9 raid here. This is going to be by Lifeguard. Interesting looking base. Kind of spread out, whatever. He drops the giant, couple hogs on each of the defenses down here. Very nice trade. He's going to go ahead and get 2-point defenses down, and they're going to go in and get the lure. And I'm not sure if he gets this wizard tower down too. Almost, but not quite. Had a couple stray off, but no big deal. Gets the 2-point defenses down, drops his distraction troops, and then his witches behind. Archer Queen backing it up, and a few wizards as well. They're going to work in, and normal stuff there. Drops a giant on the top, and he's able to create the other side of his funnel to help that queen stay central and not walk around, which she's prone to do. You guys got to spend a little bit more camp space now to funnel in some cases. This was kind of one of them, or at least he thought it was. It's better to be safe than sorry, and maybe leave off one hog in exchange for that giant. So in the troops go. They get that queen who's nice enough to hop over the wall, and at this point he drops a 2-finger drop on his hogs behind the kill squad, and they're pretty much shielded all the way up until they hop into this core. The heal spell goes down. Nothing's shooting them at this point, so the heal was a little bit premature, but it's all right. The second one's great. It goes down as soon as they need it. They path around the top of that core. There's no defenses to drag them through those giant bombs that are inevitably going to be up there. Just completely smashing the base. We'll start fast forwarding it at this point because he's got 117 hogs left for 5 defenses. So we know the outcome of this. It's going to be a 3-star. The Barb King's still up in the core. The Witch is nice enough to jump on 3 giant bombs at the same time, set them all off, and live a glorious life. That's going to be it, though, for the Town Hall 9s, guys. Let's end this with a bang. Number 4, K. Griff is going to come at this with the La Lunian. It's a pretty decent Town Hall 10. It's not quite a max Town Hall 10 when it comes to defenses. It's got like Town Hall 9 defenses with level 2 Infernos. No joke, though, on the base. He's going to go ahead and drop a Shattered Entry here. Splits them wide, gets the minions and wizards to create this part of the funnel. The queen's just beating on him. Once the funnel's created, he goes ahead, drops the jump spell that's going to redirect them right to that Inferno Tower. Sends his Barb King in late, which is great. The enemy queen is already down. He gets the Inferno Tower with his queen, and then check out the poison spell, guys. All of the archers melt. The only thing left are the witch in the back and then the wizards up front. He goes ahead and takes everything out. The only thing left is the witch, and the poison spell takes out those skeletons pretty much instantly, so that queen is able to take her out. At this point, hounds come into that top defense, followed by the balloons, working their way around the base, sends in a 3rd hound. All of his hounds are deployed at this point, and he's got 6 back-end balloons here. And check out the bottom of that base with all those archer towers. He's going to start trickling them in as everything makes their way to the bottom. He's got 1 rage spell left here, and check out how he's going to just power everything through to that last air defense. And then 2 back-end balloons for the archer tower there. 1 goes to the wizard tower, and again, great job keeping that wizard tower busy, and then also, basically getting the job done by sending that single lune, so you don't risk the HP of your whole group. You just basically send the 1. So 1-for-1 trade there on the wizard tower. No longer can you do that on the archer towers, but very, very good lesson. The only thing left now is his cannon at the bottom. He did miss that one, so unfortunately his loons are going to path back down. But that's a wrap, guys. This base is crushed. Awesome job, K. Griff. Also brought him up to WHF for a war. See if we can start throwing down some Town Hall 10 3-stars. So nice work, man. Really, really excited and happy to see this, and happy to have you with us. So WHF2, Really proud of you guys. I know this is a long recap, but I wanted to do something special for their first war recap ever. You guys have been absolutely killing it lately. Want to see more wars like this. 100 stars in a 35-man war is no joke. We'll go ahead, check the next opponent, and you guys were rewarded for your performance with an extremely tough matchup with UGM Gaming War. We check out the enemy team. They've got 184 wars won, so we know it's going to be a legit matchup. We're happy for the matchup. It's going to be a real test for some of these new guys that have not had a super high-level war before. So best of luck to WHF2. I'll be rooting you guys on. It's going to be a fun one, guys. So for all of you guys watching, happy 4th. We will catch you next time. This is Powerbang, and I am signing out for WHF2.
Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you feel like you learned something here today and you're a better attacker for having watched it, your clanmates will probably feel the exact same way. So do me a favor, share this video with them, get them to the channel, and chances are your clan's going to be exploding for 3 stars from top to bottom before you know it. Thanks, and we'll catch you next time.